Hello and welcome back once again to our YouTube channel Oracle DBA Online Training. So in this tutorial, we are going to learn about how you can perform the Linux installation on the VirtualBox step by step. So the version that we are targeting in this session is latest version of Linux, that is 9.3. So I'm going to show a step by step guide like how you can download the software and then you can perform the installation on the VirtualBox. The agenda here will be like installing the Linux operating system on the VirtualBox. The main target related to this is that maybe in future you might want to install the database software on Linux latest version of Linux operating system. So you might want to have the latest operating system for practice purpose. Okay. So in this tutorial, we are going to see all those things step by step. Before I move with the actual tutorial, I would like to request all the uh, YouTube viewers to please do subscribe if you have not subscribed to our channel. And if you are interested to learn some of the other technologies with respect to Oracle database, you can always visit our website. Website also, and you can also go through the video which I have uploaded already on the YouTube channel. So if you are interested purchasing our courses, you can visit to our website by going to this link. Here you can purchase the recorded course, even though you can contact us for live training. And there are like currently there are sales are going on, almost 40% of the discount that you can enroll at the present. So so let's proceed with that agenda of the today's session, like how to perform the installation of VirtualBox Linux operating system on the VirtualBox step by step. So the first thing in this process will be how you need to download the software of operating system. So let me go to this link. And though we have already seen some of the sessions where, let me go to the new link here. Yeah. So this is Oracle's own website where they provide the Linux operating system flavor. And from this website, you have to download this is the latest 9.3 release that you have to download in the form of ISO image. So this is a full ISO image that you need to download from Oracle website. From this link, em.oracle.com. So you can get this link in the description of this video. And previously, I have shown some of the videos, some of the previous sessions where I have explained like how you can install 7.8. And in this session, we are targeting 9.3. So you have to first download this software. It is around like 10.2 GB of size. And once you download, this is the size that you'll get the file, 10.7 GB. I think it is the size of the file. And we have already downloaded. So after this, the next point is how you can install. So before you install this operating system, you have to consider one sizing details. So suppose you are configuring a VM machine and you're looking to configure with certain configuration. So in my case, I will be going ahead with a RAM configuration of 16 GB and then CPU count of around like 6 GB. So storage, I'll be allocating around 150 GB. One network card also we need to allocate. So this is going to be a VirtualBox related settings that we have to make before we can proceed with the operating system installation. So and then we have to create mount points. So mount point generally start with /boot of like 1 GB, then /mount point, which will contain your operating system with 30 GB. Swap mount points, U01 mount points, U02 backup. These are some of the configuration. And now the question is why I should create U01, U02. Our ultimate goal is to learn Oracle database. So in that case, you might require U01 for installing the database software. U02, you keep your data files. In the backup mount point, you can keep your backup files or the patch. Along with this, you also require /temp, which is generally used by the Oracle software installation purpose. So overall, these are some of the mount points that we can create. Suppose you are not looking for Oracle database software, maybe you can consider creating a different mount points as per your need. And we will also download this Oracle Linux 9.3 software, which we have already shown how to download it from this And during the time of operating system installation, you will see one of the steps where we need to pass on the password for root user, and you have to create an additional user. So overall, we can assign some random IP address for this VM machine. And finally, we have to also give the name of this server. So I'll keep the server name Oracle DBA. So overall, this is like one of the uh, sizing details that we have now. So on the basis of this, we have to proceed and do the installation. So remember, our ultimate goal is to learn how to perform the Linux 9.3 installation on VirtualBox. So for this purpose, we will also require VirtualBox software. Currently, we are operating the VirtualBox software with latest version 7.0.12 as of today's date. So once you have the VirtualBox software, I mean, in my case, I already have some of the VM machines present here. But if you are looking to create, I mean, if you have installed this VirtualBox software for the first time, you might not see all this VM machine listing. So from this, we will proceed with creating a new VirtualBox by click on new. So here we have to give the name of the VirtualBox that you want to create. So for example, I am creating Oracle Linux 9.3. So I'll just give the Oracle Linux 9.3 installation VM machine. Okay. So after this, we have to give the path where you want to perform the installation. So by default, this path is under the C drive of your username, and then inside that VirtualBox folder. Suppose you want to change this location, you can always do that. And then apart from this, you also have to select the type of the operating system. By default, it is Linux because you just type the Linux. By default, it picks the type of the operating system and then version of the operating system. So after this, we will move to the next section. So in the next section, we will be talking about more on a hardware point of view. So as we have decided that our hardware will be of 16 GB of RAM, we will be allocating CPU of 6. So I'll just try to put up the same details here. 16 GB of RAM and then 6 CPU. So in case your system doesn't have this much of capacity, you are free to use 4 GB, 6 GB or 8 GB here, number of CPU, 1 CPU. So everything is fine here. Okay, you don't have to worry too much on this section. Yeah, so apart from this, we have to move to the, we have to give the size of storage. So we have decided that we will be allocating 150 GB here, and then click on the next. So after this, we have to click on finish. So we have the structure got created, the basic structure that got created. Now we need to make certain changes here. So I'll go to the settings option here. The first setting that we need to make is under the advanced tab, where we have to select bidirectional. So the purpose of selecting the bidirectional is that suppose you want to copy some data from in and out of your VirtualBox, and you want to drag and drop. So that should be bidirectional only, so that your cursor can move easily. Apart from this, we have to also cross verify the details of motherboard, processor, and then under the display, we have to always keep this 128 MB here, and then storage we have already allocated. This is 150 GB. Currently, actual size utilization is 2 MB. So under the controller ID, we have to select the disk image that we have downloaded. Okay, so the 10.5 GB of 10.7 GB of operating system file that you have downloaded, you have to click on choose a disk file. Okay, and then you have to select that file that you have downloaded. So in my case, this is the file that I have downloaded. So I will select it. If you are too frequently using that, it will come up here. From here also you can select. And after this, you have to go to the network. So under the network, you need to select one of the network with bridge adapter. Okay, so we will select this as a bridge adapter. Along with this, you have to also select shared folder. So in the shared folder, let's say you want to share one of the folder like D drive or maybe a download folder. So you can attach from here that location. Okay. So what I will do, I'll quickly share one of the folder which I have in my system. So later on this particular server, I'll be installing the 19C database software. So probably I'll consider sharing this folder. And finally, we can click OK. And then after this, we will proceed with the installation. So click on the start button here, and you'll see the installation will get started. So you'll see this kind of appearance, but you have to just move your cursor to the first option. At the present, the view is very less, so small, so I'll just try to resize it. So this is a window where installation process begin. You can cancel these options here, and you have to go with first option. So just click your mouse inside this, and then you have to proceed with this. So once you hit enter on that particular first link, it should get proceed with the next step. So here we have to proceed with the language selection, and after that we can go ahead with continue option. So once you click on continue, after that you'll see this installation summary page from where you have to select various options. For example, you want to change keyboard, you can do that. If you want to change the language, you can do that. And then installation source will remains local media only, because it has to get installed from the CD image that we have attached to the system. Apart from this, we have to go to the next tab, which is software selection. So I will click on this. Here, make sure your server with GUI option is selected, and on the right side, whatever the values that you are seeing, you have to select everything there. Okay. So I will just quickly select all of them one by one, because I'm currently trying to use my keyboard, because the mouse cursor is not working while I am sharing or presenting this screen. So in this case, you have to go with this way. Okay. So again, I will go back to the done option here. So once, so basically what is the target here is we have to go with servers with GUI and select all of these additional software, and then click on done. So after this, we have to move to the next tab, which is installation destination. So in the installation destination, we have to again go to the custom option, because if you go with automatic option, then you'll see that there's a problem. Okay, so click on custom option and click on done option. So once you hit done option, after that, the next page will appear, where you have to create the multiple partition. So you have to click on the plus icon here. So once you click on the plus, you have to create the different partitions. So the first partition that you will create is a /boot. And as we decided, like it should be 1 GB. So after that, click on add mount points. And then you have to click on the add option. So once you click on add, then you have to type /mount point. Here we'll be creating a 30 GB of partition. And then we have to again go ahead with another partition. So this partition will be a swap mount point. We will create around 16 GB. After this, we'll again create one more partition. So this partition will be U01. So as we decided, like /U01, this will keep around 40 GB. And then after that, I'll create another mount point. This will be a U02 mount point. So this will be around 25 GB. After this, I'll create another mount point. That will be /backup. This will be around 32 gigs. And now we are left with 5.9 GB. So we will use that entire 5.9 GB for /tmp. So type /tmp and then 5.99 GB. So remember, the target of creating these mount points are for creating the, for installing the Oracle database software on this operating system. So if you are using this VM machine for some other purpose, you are free. You can go ahead with different naming convention and the mount point sizing. So there's no restriction on that part. So after this, we have to again click on done. Since I'm using the keyboard, you are not able to see, but I'm just moving the cursor here and there. So here you have to click on accept changes. Just hit enter. So after this, we have to move again to the network and hostname detail page. On this particular page, you have to go with what you call plus icon here. Sorry, not plus. Let me cancel this out. We have to go to the host name option. So here I'll give the host name as Oracle DBA, then click on apply. After this, again, I'll click on done option. So hit enter and then go to the root. So here we have to pass on the root password. I'll give the root password, a small one, so that we can, and we have to select allow root SSH login with password. And after that, click on done. Apart from this, we have to also create one user with the name test, and we can give the password for this user. So after this, we have to click on begin installation. So here, once you click on the begin installation, the installation will get started. So generally this installation takes 5 to 6 minutes of time, and it will perform the various package installation during this phase. So we will quickly wait for this, and once it is done, we will proceed with the next step. So as you can see, like the installation is progressing and there are almost like 1700 plus packages were there, RPMs were there. So they're getting installed. Once it is done, I mean, it will ask for reboot the system. That will be the last phase of the installation. So we can just wait till it finishes and then we'll proceed. Yeah, so we can see that the installation got completed and we have to click on reboot option so that the system will get rebooted. So after the reboot completes, you'll find out that installation is completed. Yeah, so after the completion of this, you will find out the installation, installation got completed. The by default user will appear as test user here. So you have to click on not listed user so that you can log in with the root user. So the first time when you log in, give the username as root and its password. And this is the main interface that will appear at the beginning. Okay. So here, once you have done the installation, go to the insert guest addition CD image. This is just last phase of the installation, and then click on the run option. So just wait for a few seconds before it get completed, and then we can proceed to the next step. So the window, it appears a small one. So in order to basically get a complete window frame for this, the display, full display, we have to get it. So we just have to double click at the top of the screen. So let it finish, then we'll proceed with that step as well. So it says press return to close the window. So we have to simply press return. And after this, you have to just simply go to the top of this screen. Sorry. Let me do something here real quick. So we need to click on the top of the screen 2 times so that this get resized to the maximum size. Okay, after that, I will try to log in into the mobile XTERM. So let me quickly log into the mobile XTERM also, because the IP for this VM is this one. Let me check. So by default, there is a automatic IP address get allocated 192.168.1.440. So this is the IP for the VM machine. We'll try to connect from outside using the mobile XTERM. So this is our mobile XTERM utility. Here you have to type the username like 192.168.1.40. and then specify the username, and finally you have to accept the new server details. So here, once you log in, you can cross check what are the details of the system. So like host name, we will check. df-h command also will run just to check, and then we can see like u01, u02, backup, mount points, everything get created. Free-gt will provide server details. Apart from this, you can also run etc red hat release just to cross check what is the version of Linux operating system. So with this, we have completed the main agenda for the class, how to install the Linux 9.3 on the VirtualBox step by step. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Before winding up this session, I will request everyone to please do subscribe our YouTube channel. If you are new to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. You can take the membership program where you can learn a lot of private sessions. And apart from this, if you are interested, you can purchase our ready-made course by visiting to the community page, or you can just simply go to our website. From there also you can purchase the recorded courses. At the present, there's a 40% discount ongoing. You can get these courses at the price of 4,200. So please do visit our website, and if you face any challenge with respect to our database carrier, I mean, you can always reach out to our WhatsApp number. You can get the information in the any one of the video link descriptions. So please go through it, and if you find any difficulty, please reach out to us. And once again, thank you so much for watching our video. Have a good one. Thank you.